In today's video, we will go over how to navigate the custom report generator. Before you start curating your own report, use the pause button at the top of the page. This stops all filters and parameters from running upon changing them. Once you've selected your parameters and filters, click the play button to put them into effect. At the top, you will see a list of parameters. The chart view allows you to change the chart to either a bar chart, line chart, or no chart at all. The calculation parameter allows you to choose from many different types of calculations that you want to see as the basis of your report. A list and their definitions can be found in the Navigating the Dashboard tab. The custom column allows you to choose how you want the columns of the chart and table to be. As you can see, it is set to date range by default, and that's shown at the bottom of the chart here, as well as this table. A full list and their definitions can also be found in the Navigating the Dashboard tab at the top left. Custom Row 1 and Custom Row 2 allow you to break down your chart and table to multiple levels. For instance, using the pause feature here, I can sort by the carrier name, as well as the equipment types that they might use. Utilizing the play button will put those parameters that I chose into effect. Now, as you can see, the chart will break this down into different carriers, while the table down here will break it down by carrier as well as the equipment types that are shown below. This will also break down the calculation that you have chosen, which is load count, and show you the load count at each carrier and equipment type. A full list of the custom row can be found in the Navigating the Dashboard tab. Next up, we have the period date type. By default, this is set to Scheduled Pickup Date, as this is the default period type that USG uses to look at reports. A full list and their definitions can also be found in the Navigating the Dashboard tab. And the last parameter along the top is date frequency. This allows you to change how you want the dates to be shown, whether you want to look at it monthly, weekly, daily, or by weekday. Along the left side of the dashboard, you will see filters. These filters will allow you to narrow down the data to find specifically what you're looking for. These are all pretty standard, but a few worth mentioning are at the bottom here, under Advanced Filters. The lane filter, as shown here, allows you to change how a lane is presented when you select lane for your custom column, custom row 1, or custom row 2. To demonstrate this, I've changed the view to look at the load count by lane. If I scroll down, you can see that the lane is set to city to city. And when I look down in the advanced filters, it is set to city to city. Now, if I wanted to look at a destination that showed the state instead, I would simply select state at the 2, and my table has now changed the lane to show city to state as demonstrated in this filter below. The next filter I'm going to go over is the exact date. In order to use the exact date filter, you must first select a date range that encompasses the exact dates you want to see. For example, if you want to look at dates January 1st, 2020 through January 4th, 2020, you must first go to the date range filter and select the range that encompasses the 1st through the 4th. So let's do that now. I'm going to hit pause, and I'm going to select years and look at this entire year. Now the data set is looking at this entire year of 2020. But I don't want to look at the entire data set. I want to narrow this down to the specific dates. So I'm going to make sure that I select January 1st, 2020 to January 4th, 2020. Once I have changed those, I will hit resume. Now, as you can see, this shows the week of the 29th of December, 2019. Now, if I wanted to look at the date specifically, I can simply hit pause, change my date frequency to daily, and then hit resume. Now I have a breakdown of those specific dates that I chose down here below, and it shows in this chart view as well as this table here. Moving on to our next advanced filter, we have the Show Load Details. This simply shows this table down below or hides it based on the selection that you choose, yes being shown and no being not shown. By default, this is set to no. This allows the report to load faster upon opening it, but if you would like to see the load details at any time, you would simply switch this to yes. This filter allows you to show a table that lists all your shipment IDs and relevant information. It is important to note that your custom column, custom row 1, and custom row 2, as well as your calculation, will be shown in the load details provided below. And the last filter we'll go over are the measure names. The measure names allows you to add or take out any specific fields that you want to see at the end of your load details. Right now it's set to a default showing the weight, total miles, carrier fuel surcharge, carrier line haul amount, and carrier total amount. Please note that not every single field in here will apply, so it might not populate. And that is all I have to show you for now. The order details reacts the same way, but with just different calculations in some different fields.